Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. This is amazing that you made time to come out on Monday night. Let me thank the organizers, Javid and Gulawagul and Javid of the Jut Association, and Faisal, Fayaz, and Shahid of Village Taste, our hosts. I think you're going to be treated to a very nice dinner too. This is amazing, and I just wanted to thank all of you, and the staff are here who are listening. It has been such an honor and privilege to serve you over 8 years. It went by so quickly, didn't it? At least it did for me. And before that, many of you know, I was a councillor for a brief time in Ward 5. And before that, Member of Parliament. Some people here in this room have been with me since the beginning, since the day of the nomination for Parliament. So we've known many of you for many, many years. And I thank you for your friendship and for your ongoing support. And we've always been there for each other, and that's so important. We are building a beautiful city, as you can see. You know, after Toronto, people come to invest in Mississauga. Even during the height of the pandemic, we were still getting investment into Mississauga. Big companies still changing their plans and coming to Mississauga. 2,000 companies, 13,000 jobs, just in the 2 years in the pandemic. So this is what I put a lot of emphasis, is attracting investment here, bringing jobs. And as you heard, we have a university, UTM. We have a college, Sheridan College. We now have Trios Mohawk College too. So we have those things, and we're looking at another campus when we open the developments in the south, which I want to talk about. So we have the training available. We have highly trained, highly skilled people who speak lots of languages. We have the employment base here. We have the skilled labor that companies are looking for. And we have a desired quality of life in Mississauga where people want to not only bring their investment, but then want to move their families. You know, we are a powerhouse in Mississauga. Third largest city in Ontario, Toronto, Ottawa, and then Mississauga. We're an economic engine, 98,000 businesses, 75 Fortune 500s, 1,400 multinationals. Who can touch these numbers? Nobody. Only Toronto has more, and they're also about 3 times the size. So go figure, we're almost 800,000 people now, and we continue to attract that investment. And we did well during COVID because we have a very diversified economy. Lots of biotech, biopharmaceutical companies in the life sciences industry. Advanced manufacturing, lots of it. We have over 100 German companies in manufacturing, over 100 Japanese companies in manufacturing, many in aerospace. We're the largest aerospace in Canada, right here in Mississauga. We have clean tech. We have food and beverage companies. We have ICT, and we have finance, insurance, and real estate. We have so much that is desirable. I'll tell you 2 stories. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the growth and the development. But 2 stories. First, when I was just new mayor, I was looking for more investment in pharmaceutical industry. And some of you have heard this story, I apologize. And I went to a biotech conference in San Diego, and I was made aware that there was a Brazilian company looking to move to North America. And they've been talking to New Jersey. And New Jersey state in the US, of course, big pharmaceutical company based there too, offering them 10 years tax-free. 10 years tax-free. He said, can you beat that? I said, of course, but I don't need to give you 10 years tax-free. You're gonna be further ahead in half the time. He said, okay, I'm interested. I came the next day and explained that our cost structures were lower here. Our salaries are lower. Our dollar is lower. We have highly trained, highly skilled people here. They didn't need to go anywhere else. And they're Brazilian. 5% of my population speaks Portuguese. He said, really? We hadn't thought of these things. We just were concerned about your healthcare costs, and they don't have this in the United States. And I said, well, they should. and they were offered 10 years tax-free. We can't do that here in Canada. Cities are not permitted to give grants to businesses or loans to businesses. Cities are not permitted to do this. The provincial government can. They give them grants for equipment, etc., innovation grants. Federal government can. We cannot. It's considered bonusing to business. We're not allowed to give businesses a bonus. He said, you know what, this is very compelling. I think you need to come and explain this to my partners, because they've pretty much decided to go to New Jersey. I said, I'd be happy to. I flew to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Guess what? They agreed. They came to Mississauga. They looked for real estate. Okay, a little side story. And then the realtor started showing them sites in Toronto. I said, no, the other side of the 427, for goodness sakes. And they said, this is nice, but is this not the woman, this woman mayor that we're talking to? No, this is the other mayor. He said, no, Mississauga. $58 million investment. Oh. This is what the mayors can do.
Right, very good, very good.
In pharmaceutical, which is highly paid, highly trained jobs, right? Highly skilled jobs. This is what we do as mayors. We close those kinds of deals. The other one, and this is in the innovation sector, ICT. Well, let me tell you, you're gonna like this one, because some of you know this company. They're up in Meadowvale. Toronto Global does a foreign direct investment for us, as they're the arm in the GTHA. And we all contribute to this organization. And they said, just a heads up, Mayor, we've got a big company, consulting company. We're pitching them to Waterloo in tech, high tech, ICT, pitching them to Waterloo in Toronto. And I said, why is that? What are they looking for? He said, well, they're looking for highly trained, highly skilled people, diverse backgrounds, can speak many languages, and access to the airport. Right? What does that tell you? Where should this company be? Mississauga. So, of course, I met with them and they said, you're absolutely right, Mayor. We're going to come to Mississauga. 2,000 jobs. Cognizant. You see them on Derry Road near Mississauga Road. Cognizant. Big consulting.